well, that can't be good news.
Oh no, I see everyone in the outside. I think it hit the substation where the energy generators are.
Okay, well, we are pretty much screwed. That was like our only source of energy here.
Why don't we fix our solar panels?
The photons emitted by the sun can hit solar panels and be absorbed by semiconducting materials, which act kind of like an insulator and a conductor. Energy from the photons causes electrons in the material to be knocked into a higher energy level. That's basically the photoelectric effect. The electron is now in what we call the conduction band, and these electrons in the conduction band are now free to move, which then produces a current. This is the photovoltaic effect, and that's how solar panels work.
Using solar panels is also highly advantageous since the solar cells will receive much more sunlight here since the shine is literally right there, shining directly onto us. And I think with some effects and some old modules that we might be able to express something. I could get straight to work on these panels.
Except that we discarded Eunoia months ago, and the only other ones in this station are broken.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not to mention, solar panels also require potentially toxic materials like gallium arsenide, which we don't have, and they're also highly inefficient. So it seems that your idea is of no use to us, and apparently neither are you.
Phew, glad we got rid of that waste of oxygen. What about the backup fuel cells? Has anyone tried using that?
Hydrogen fuel cells are small, light and reliable, and have a high energy conversion efficiency. As for how they work, well, hydrogen fuel cells basically work when hydrogen and oxygen are combined in an electrochemical system to generate pure water and energy.
Forget that hydrogen is difficult to store, but I think there's something else we can do.
Wait, Jingyi, what the hell are you doing with those?
These are actual radioisotope thermoelectric generator units. The main concept is that a temperature difference between the cold and hot end of a wire creates a potential difference, which then drives current through the circuit and thus creating electricity. This method of power generation is useful because the fuel used lasts a long time and the temperature difference created by the fuel is very large, thus resulting in a large potential difference and is able to generate large amounts of electricity. This fuel works on the process of nuclear fission, where an unstable nuclei spontaneously splits, releasing energy and neutrons, which go on to collide with other atoms and repeating the process in a nuclear chain reaction.
Wait, you mean plutonium fuel units? No, get those out of here. Bring radioactive fuel into a meeting room isn't what I call safe at all.
Yes, but the radiation is easily blocked in this case, and even the vents of hollow mixers use that, so we can too.
Okay, but if another asteroid blasts into us, I don't want to inhale it. I don't want lung cancer. And also, the RTGs used on manned missions are for the instruments, not to power the entire craft. I'll have more use burning you as biofuel instead.
Well, thank you.
Hey guys, what about electrodynamic tethers?
Electrodynamic tethers are copper wires that can convert kinetic energy to electrical energy and can be used to generate power by removing kinetic energy from orbital motion, or to produce thrust when adding energy from an onboard source. These tethers function through the interaction between moving charges and magnetic field, generating a potential difference, resulting in power for the craft.
Since we're in a space station that's within the ionosphere where there is a magnetic field and plasma, we can use them.
Well, Sean, that would be a fantastic idea. Except we don't have 100-mile long wires, and also this system is much more vulnerable to space debris impacts. Considering how we got hit by an asteroid literally 5 minutes ago, I wouldn't risk using these. So technically, your idea is invalid, and by extension, so are you.
Emotional damage!
Well, Miako, here's our last resort. Hear me out. Piezoelectricity. Some materials are piezoelectric. What this means is when the material is stretched and squeezed, because of the structure of the material, the electrons end up being slightly separated on two sides, creating a potential difference. This then drives a current through the material into a circuit, producing power.
We can generate electricity by selecting pieces of quartz.
Ryan, your method would generate at most 100 of watt of power, and I'd rather slap you into space than do that. These morons forgot about the backup generator. Now, time to boot it up and ride this space station down to Earth.
She's probably got the others by now. If we can't survive, neither will she.